In today's world, websites are used for everything from accessing email to ordering food. However, this also makes it easier for companies to know more about you than ever before. While most people may not mind the idea of their data being tracked and analyzed, there are many things that a website can track to get to know everything, and we mean everything, about you. Today, we'll be going over 7 frightening ways that websites are tracking you right now. Make sure you click the subscribe button below, along with the bell for notifications of fresh videos. Tap the like button and let us know you like this story. First-party cookies are bits of information saved by your web browser on your computer that the website you are visiting tracks for you. This can be anything from the web pages you visit to what you place in your shopping cart. While it is true that you have agreed to this in a pop-up that says they want to use the cookies, and you most likely accept this due to wanting to save these searches for later, it still can be creepy to consider that this information is out there for anyone to find. In the end, this may not be the most outrageous form of website data tracking on this list, but it is still something you should be concerned about, as it is one more thing that's working hard to identify and profile you. Third-party cookies are far more sinister. These are pieces of code that track your data on behalf of a website other than the one you're currently visiting. These cookies allow the company to see many different things, from when you click on a certain website to what you buy online and much more. And these cookies also allow the information to be sent even if it's going to another website that you're not visiting. For example, if I were to visit website X and I accepted all cookies, then website Y could also be given my information. Tactics like this help companies get a full picture of a web visitor's life based solely from their browsing history. This means that you risk being seen and valued not as a person, but rather as a potential customer for a product and very little else. Everything is being tracked about you for the purpose of targeting you with ads you are likely to respond to. News websites can even use tracking information to control what news stories you will see, keeping you in a bubble of information and preventing you from seeing or hearing alternative narratives. While Facebook is a great way to keep in touch with friends and family, it comes with serious online digital privacy protection issues. The main thing Facebook wants you to do is post. Post again, and when you're done with that, post even more, no matter what the content. Now, this may be a great way for you to express yourself, share new ideas, and engage in conversations you might not otherwise do in face-to-face social situations. But you should also be warned that other people can see your content too. Depending on the privacy settings, this can even include potential employers who might take exception to your form of self-expression. Then there is also how Facebook stores, manages, and analyzes your information. Have you ever shared a few memes about, let's say, bicycling that you thought were funny? And then you suddenly notice that you're now seeing ads on Facebook for the latest bicycles. There is also the fact that Facebook and its app actively tracks your activities across other websites and mobile apps. It's all information that is used in combination with artificial intelligence and machine learning systems to build massive profiles on its users. Overall, one of the most dangerous things that you can do online is to share any personal information on Facebook. Not only is it publicly accessible, it's also analyzed and studied and then sold to marketing companies and advertisers all over the world. In short, protecting your internet privacy means ditching your Facebook account. When it comes to search giants, none have the scope and reach of Google, to the point where Google saves your searches specific to you and your IP address. Your Google internet experience is anything but private. Google knows more about you, your past, present, and future than you do, and Google never forgets. This includes not just your search history, but also any documents and projects on your Google Drive folder, in your Gmail account, or on your Google Calendar. And don't forget, Google owns at least 16 other popular websites, including YouTube and Fitbit, and every juicy tidbit of information on them. Google builds extensive and complex profiles of all internet users that includes every insane detail of your private life, including, but not limited to, marital status, political beliefs, sexual preferences, and even your more interesting searches related to all sorts of things that will embarrass your mother. All of this data is sold to private companies who use it for targeted advertising, governments to track its citizens, police forces for law enforcement and crime investigation, pharmaceuticals for new drugs, and so much more, all of which decreases your privacy online. Your internet browser is ratting you out. It's not simply a matter of avoiding dodgy websites. Your browser collects a lot of personal information and can actively share it with anyone who requests or purchases it. Google Chrome renders anonymity into a near foreign concept for most users. Google built its massive empire by selling your personal and private digital information. They've done such a good job that even a spoken conversation in front of your computer can result in a sudden barrage of ads related to what you've just spoken about. Companies build free browsers for the price of your privacy. That's the deal. The only way to change this up and protect your online privacy is to install special extensions and plugins that work hard to protect your privacy, but sometimes even they're not safe. Fingerprinting is when a website forces your browser to hand over seemingly innocent information about the system you're using to browse that website. Examples include the screen resolution, the type of computer, as well as the processor core used to power it. This information can then be compared across all of their other websites and visitors over an entire historical timeline to pinpoint your identity with laser accuracy. Once they know who you are, browser fingerprinting can be used to track and monitor your entire online life, no matter where you go or how you visit. Your profile becomes a profitable commodity, bought, sold, and traded. What's the kicker? Using incognito or privacy mode doesn't stop fingerprinting. Installing a cookie blocker to block all first and third-party cookies doesn't stop fingerprinting either. Fingerprinting can even look through a VPN connection by comparing your unique hardware, mouse clicking habits, the way and speed you type, and much more to identify and track you. Creepier by far, companies like 23andMe use your DNA to identify and link you to genetic family members around the world. When you submit a DNA sample, you give these companies permission to collect, store, study, and share your genetic DNA sequence. Combine this with the massive amount of data you've already given them just by visiting their website and logging in with your Facebook or Google account, and this means they have every bit of information about you that can possibly exist. The problem is that a business is a business. Their sole purpose for existing is to make money. Your interest in your family tree or genealogy is their hook for getting you to give them your money and your data. And even though companies like 23andMe claim they do not sell or share your data, they do. And they have shared private data with governments and police forces and without your permission. Being a business, they can even change their privacy policy at any time and sell your data for profit. Imagine the implications of your data being sold or shared with pharmaceutical companies, insurance agencies, employers, police and government, political organizations, or even being exposed to distant family members who would prefer to remain distant. Since this is your own personal DNA sequence, it's just too dangerous to store it outside your own body. None of the 7 frightening ways websites are tracking you even comes close to the risks and consequences of data hacks and the release of the private and confidential information of millions of web surfers to the world. Your private data is just that, private. Take back control of your private data now. What do you think? What are the biggest risks to surfing the web? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to click the subscribe and bell button. Be sure to click the like button to let us know you enjoyed this video.